Written messages to strange frames appeared in the USA, South America, and even in Istanbul. A message emerging from the depths of asphalt. Not the sky. From the 1980s to the 2000s, strange squares embedded in asphalt appeared worldwide. From major U.S. metropolises to the streets of South America, and even the historic fabric of Istanbul. These squares, known as Toynbee Tiles, represent a phenomenon that has become almost mystical in modern times. In this video, the audience will witness not just simple street art, but also a story intertwined with deep conspiracies, international secrets, and the darkest fears of the human mind. The origins and first traces of Toynbee Tiles. The Toynbee Tiles phenomenon emerged in the late 1980s, appearing as carefully placed, handmade plaques embedded in asphalt on the streets of cities such as Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and Detroit. Soon, similar messages were found in South America and even in Istanbul, where strange symbols rising from the historic asphalt pointed to the universality of the phenomenon. These tiles typically feature simple, yet striking messages painted in bright colors on a dark background. Some examples include phrases like Toynbee idea, continue the political observations, or the answer is inside, while others contain only symbols, numerical sequences, or carefully selected letter combinations. Behind these seemingly simple messages lies a deeper philosophical and political statement, perhaps even a call to reshape the future of humanity. Researchers argue that the fact these inscriptions are embedded in asphalt suggests they are not mere graffiti, but part of a planned, organized, and covert operation. Analyzing the messages, while each Toynbee tile may seem like a simple piece of street art on the surface, detailed analyses reveal that the messages contain complex encoding. The dimensions of these squares, their color choices, font styles, and even the locations where they are placed all appear meticulously planned. The content of the messages holds clues about modern politics, social order, and global awakening. For instance, the phrase Toynbee idea references the famous historian Arnold Toynbee. However, the implication is not merely a trace of the past, but also a subconscious awakening, a call for reconsidering the world order. This idea plants both hope and fear in the minds of viewers, resonating differently across various regions. The numerical sequences and symbols found on the tiles are sometimes linked to scientific theories, sometimes to mystical beliefs. These codes suggest that the tiles are more than just street art. They give the impression of being part of a plan that could change the world's future. From the U.S.to South America and the streets of Istanbul, although Toynbee tiles first appeared in U.S. cities, they soon transcended geographical boundaries, appearing in the crowded metropolises of South America and even in Istanbul's historic districts. In the U.S., tiles found in Los Angeles and Detroit were arranged in a specific pattern that stood out in urban spaces. Meanwhile, similar installations appeared in Rio de Janeiro and Buenos Aires. In Istanbul, symbols etched into the historic asphalt merged with the ancient cityscape, turning it a part of a modern legend. This expansion demonstrates the phenomenon's universality and its international dimension. These squares on the asphalt appear to carry a universal message about the unknowns shared across human history, beyond cultural, political, or social differences. This situation gives the impression that these messages are not confined to a specific region. Perhaps the whole world is on the brink of a shared destiny. Tracing a secret conspiracy theory from the moment the Toynbee tiles phenomenon emerged, it has given rise to numerous theories. Some researchers suggest that these squares are not merely street art, but part of a hidden plan aimed at changing the world order. According to this theory, the messages on the tiles are instructions placed by international intelligence networks to reinterpret an ancient philosophy and bring about a radical transformation of political and economic systems. It is claimed that a group behind these tiles is issuing secret directives to trigger a global awakening within a specific time frame. Some sources argue that the messages are strategically placed to resonate with the subconscious fears and hopes of ordinary citizens, elements ignored by governments and major organizations. The tiles allegedly contain hints of extraterrestrial contact, esoteric symbols, and references to ancient prophecies. These elements create the impression that perhaps these squares hold the key to altering the fate of the world. The psychological impact beneath the asphalt, the emergence of Toynbee tiles, did not remain just a physical and political phenomenon. It also left profound psychological effects. Coming across these enigmatic squares on the streets at night unexpectedly evoked deep fear, anxiety, and curiosity in viewers. Each message seemed to touch the darkest corners of the human psyche, leaving an unforgettable impression. As people encountered these mysterious messages, they were reminded of similar past experiences, old horror stories, and the uncertainties of the modern world. Every detail, whether carefully carved letters or a specific sequence of symbols, triggered a universal subconscious response. When combined with sensational media interpretations, it became evident that this was not just street art, but an element affecting collective memory and the subconscious fears of society. Facts, exaggerations, and hidden secrets over the years, academics, journalists, and independent researchers have worked tirelessly to uncover the truth behind Toynbee tiles. Laboratory analyses, historical documents, and field studies have sometimes suggested that these squares were not random occurrences, but rather carefully planned messages serving a specific purpose. Some studies have claimed that the material used to create the tiles contains unique chemical compositions beyond ordinary asphalt. This led some experts to speculate that these squares might be the byproduct of secret experiments or illegal biological tests conducted on an international scale. Other researchers propose that these messages contain clues about extraterrestrial contact and represent part of a global awakening initiative. From the U.S.to South America, an international call from Istanbul. Toynbee tiles are not confined to North America, but have been found on streets across the world. These squares, appearing in the bustling centers of the U.S., the vibrant streets of South America, and the historic neighborhoods of Istanbul, seem to bear traces of a universal message. In Istanbul, these messages, etched into the asphalt, merged with the modern urban fabric, serving as a reminder of an age-old mystery. The tiles in each region carried hints about the local history, culture, and hidden fears of the people, while simultaneously suggesting that they were part of a collective subconscious experience on a global scale. Conclusion: following an endless mystery, buried codes in asphalt, Toynbee tiles and the plan to change the world proves that these enigmatic messages, which appeared across different geographies from the 1980s to the 2000s, are not just simple street art, but complex mysteries with international, cultural, and even political dimensions. Each tile is a hidden code within the asphalt. Each message might be part of a call that could reshape humanity's future. Investigations, independent research, and various theories debated in the international media indicate that this phenomenon is neither simple vandalism nor ordinary graffiti. The mystery hidden within the asphalt may one day fully reveal the clues to how the world order might change.